Hi everyone, this is webOSroundup. Today we're going to be reviewing TealShopper from TealPoint Software. This app costs $4.95 on the app catalog. It's a shopping application, as you could probably guess from the name, and it's similar to the EasyShop app we reviewed a few days ago, except this one's on steroids. It has a lot of features, and there's some pluses and minuses to that. One of the nice features that they have, as soon as you open the app for the very first time, you get some sample lists, and I think that kind of makes it easier to transition into. Rather than having to type everything from scratch, you can jump in head first. So you can see here they have a sample list of a few types. They have grocery, packing, and party list, and I think that is a nice way to start the app. So let's just take a look and see what a grocery list looks like. You can see here we have categories up here, and we have eggs and milk, and you can move these around and you can keep them inside the category, or you can actually jump categories as I just did there. You can also turn category lock on, which that will make it so that it will stay in the category and you can move things around without actually jumping out like I did with the eggs there. We also have our fruit and ground beef. You can see this has got to be a pretty good list. Now you can also see that you can put in prices here, and I think that unless you're a really massive power shopper, this is not something you're going to be using very often, because the prices, even if you are shopping at Target all the time, the prices on each item that you would be shopping for changes pretty regularly. So it would be hard to keep track of that. But if you do, for some reason, want to keep track of the prices, it also totals things up, and it even has tax rates where you can manipulate that. It's here in the options. Since we're in here in the preferences, you can change the header color, you can change the paper color, and you can even change the divider colors if you want. Let's go with brown on this one, so we can see what that looks like. It basically just makes everything look different, which I think is nice. It makes it so that you can differentiate your lists. Other things you can do is you can give a priority flag. You can give them different colors. Here's where you can enter your quantity, what category it belongs to, even a note, which you can see here. I can type in hello, and you can see that this would be a note. You see a little paper clip show up, and if I click on that, it would show me my note. If I click on it correctly here, there we go. There's your note. Other things you can do are, there's a little page down if you've got a really long list instead of just scrolling really fast. You can also rearrange the item, categories, checked, unchecked, name, or you can reverse order. Lots of really great options here. You can add a new item by clicking on this little guy here, and it goes into the unfiled category, and we can say test here. We can push OK, or we can just click off of it, and we can add all the pricing and quantities that we need here. For instance, if we wanted to have multiple items, we can say we need 2 items. Okay, we just need 2 of those. So I think that's a really great feature as well, that just really keeps track of what you're doing. And once you've purchased everything, you just check them off, so you know you've bought that item. We can back up to a list that I made. Here's my Christmas list. One thing you can also do, as you saw there, is you can change the icon. I give that one a little computer. You can see here, these are the things I want for Christmas, hint, hint. But it's very similar to what I was doing before. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is the categories. If I wanted to change this name, for instance, say I wanted to have Christmas list for every member of my family, I would actually have to go into the category editor separately, edit categories, find the one I want or add a new one, type in the new name, and then I could go over here and select what category this item belongs to with that list around here. So I think that's a little bit cumbersome. If I wanted to just rename this right on the fly, I think it'd be really nice to be able to tap right there and just to type the name. I think that would speed things up quite a bit. I think overall, this is a great app, and I think it has a lot of really great features. But when it comes to just shopping, one of the things I missed from EasyShop was if I checked the item, it would go away. And here it stays. Now that's a nitpicky thing, but I like seeing my list disappear. Maybe that's just me. Another nice thing that EasyShop did, and this one does too, is you can have frequent items. These are basically the items that you use often. Now, the problem with this is there's a lot more steps to create the reusable items than there was on the Easy Shop. So you can see here I have my items now in there, and I can check them off as well, just like I was before. But creating a new item that is a frequently used item is a little more steps. So you can see here, if I just type in TT here, push OK, and then I would click over there, and I would say save as a frequent item. Okay, so that's now saved. That's quite a few steps compared to Easy Shop, and I think that's just because this has a lot more options and a lot more flexibility than Easy Shop did. Easy Shop was very laser focused. It did one thing very simply and very well. This has a lot more features, has a lot more flexibility, but you're going to do quite a few more taps in order to get all the goodies out, as it were. But what this thing also has going for it is it looks really great. They've done some really nice texture work and backgrounds and customizability on this that I think really sets it apart. So it is $4.95 on the app catalog again, so that's kind of expensive compared to a lot of the apps we see. Is it worth it? Well, if you need a high-powered shopping list, and I think it is probably worth it. If you could get by with something as easy as Easy Shop, or as simple as Easy Shop, as it were, then you might want to pass this one by. But overall, I think they did a great job, and I think that TealPoint does some really nice work, and I'm looking forward to reviewing more of their apps. Well, this has been webOSRoundup. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.